Sweet, we're live. Oh god, camera just jacked up on me though. Wouldn't it be crazy if tomorrow we're like hitting our limits and we're like, what the fuck? Oh, alright, smack that over. And I just did exactly what I said don't do. Don't step through all the ash in the hole. I just made it all smoky, guys. Oh yeah, in a second. You already know, bro. Think about it. Is it ready for me? Yep. Look at that fire going. Whew, that's some smoke though. It's been so long since I've been on live, like no one's popping in and shit. It's gonna take a while. I like it. Oh no, that's it. No. Ourselves. If you're just getting in here, welcome, welcome. If you're not here at all, well, I'm sorry.
It's kind of cool to fish the swamp, isn't it?
I mean, not really. There's alligators and swamps are just not fun. So many bugs. Well, we'll go there. That's the kind of rivers I know. It's Georgia rivers, Florida rivers, the dirty South. You know. That's why, like, being up here, it's like, wow, this is refreshing. Like, remember I told you about the bugs? We could not have these lights on without having swarms of bugs right now.
I haven't even.
Dude, if you go over a little bit ago, there's a bunch of little baby moths. Yeah.
I haven't even been touched by a mosquito.
Yeah, there's been no mosquitoes. That's weird. There's no mosquitoes up here. Really strange. There's no, but that river moves too much. There's no stagnant water for them to lay their eggs in. That's crazy. find it?
No. Or you have to let me put on.
But we're just a little screen, and now it shows we have a viewer. Wonder who that viewer is. I wonder. Hello, NASCAR Planet. Welcome to the channel. Our campsite looks like a mess. Clean it.
Almost.
No, it has to turn it cold. No, we're gonna be bad. We were hella tired. I have a better idea. Mute your phone. It's not as bad, right? It's still stupid bright. What's going on? What's going on? Welcome in. Oh, we're just about to cook up some food. I got some ribeyes. Day 2 done fishing on the Rogue. The Rogue is directly to our left. Man, it's been rough. We've been skunked both days. That's what happens when you got some California boys coming in trying to catch some fish on the Rogue with the raft they turned into a makeshift drift boat. That was some fun. We only got stuck once today, though. 3 times yesterday. Funny thing, though, was yesterday I caught 2 fish, and neither of them were anything that was, you know, something we want to keep or anything like that. But today we got skunked completely, and I felt like, all right, everything's going to go better today. And pretty much everything did except for the catching. That's about the only thing that didn't go better. But we definitely flowed down the river much better. We did take in like a shit ton of water within the first, what, 5 minutes, Luke? was like the first 5 minutes. And then from there, we just had basically a bathtub the rest of the time. Luke was sitting there with the can, with a beer can, trying to fill it up with water and dump out the excess water.
It did work.
No, it didn't. He said it worked. It did not work. We're having a good time. We only yelled at each other like, okay, he didn't yell at me once. I yelled at him like at least, what, 50 times?
Left, private left.
I did. I was like, you're on the left. Hopefully the video is not too grainy as I walk around. I don't know what kind of reception we got out here. We got a good fire going. We got some ribeyes. We'll cook some steak. Look at our humble mess we have going on here. It is a cluster fuck. There's our tent in the background. And we also brought that little guy. And we haven't used it at all. We set it up. You can barely see it on camera. It's a nice little like mosquito net, but there's no mosquitoes here at all. So we've been good. We should have set it up right here, right, buddy? Like right over the picnic table.
Yep.
That would have been way better. All right, you're in charge of the camera. What was the most interesting thing, though, that you noticed that's happened since we've gotten here and done all this?
Your little toolbox, like you're not doing the same thing as you do on the pier. Totally different.
Okay.
Totally different.
Nothing's the same, right?
Yeah.
There's not a single thing that is
Totally different strategy and everything.
like the only thing that's the same is I have a fishing rod.
That's it. Yep.
Yeah.
We're still fishing. Just totally different strategy. Totally different measurements. Everything.
Weights. Did you see the weights? Hold on, let me show. Oh, I got a couple in my pocket. So these look pretty standard, right? I don't know how they showed up on camera. Pretty good?
Yeah.
So these are pretty standard weights, right? And that's what we're using. But we're also using... Oh, I got one in my pocket right here.
Other pocket.
I was like... So these are both the styles of weights. These little guys, which are... This is paracord with like little BB pellets in it. Or maybe the little pincher weights, little half weights. And this is what we're using to drift down. We don't use anything like this anywhere down in San Diego. There's not a single spot where you use something like that. These little egg weights, these are used in some of the rivers and stuff like that. And I guess this is what we're going to use tomorrow for back bouncing. And I learned how to back bounce today by one of the nice gentlemen that was at the boat ramp whenever we were pulling out. So hopefully that's the. What do you think? Do you think that's the changing pace for tomorrow? Hopefully, a different style of fishing.
Did you already have that weight?
Yeah. This one right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bought weights for back bouncing, but I didn't know if we were going to use it at all, and I just assumed back bouncing was what I tried to do today, where I let the. Remember when I put this weight on? I tried to let it just kind of go out, go, and then when I
behind us,
back in, I got stuck. No, when we were sitting on the rock.
Oh.
That was my attempt at back bouncing.
Oh.
And I didn't understand that you're supposed to just be kind of tap, like you basically let it hit the ground, wait a few seconds, pull it off, and like thumb out some. So you're in free spool, I believe. I'm gonna do some little YouTube research tonight. But so I believe you're in free spool, and as you lift up and it bounces off the bank, you let go, releasing some line. So it kind of gives it that like
lively,
down
like a lively look too, like it's swimming.
I might have you paddle tomorrow and keeping us dead center, straight ahead, so I can sit on the front of the boat and do that. And specifically right there where we were at, where I was trying to do that, that's where they caught their salmon. They literally, and that's where we were getting salmon. Oh man, it's just frustrating, you know. You want to get one. Fish other places, you're good at it, and you come here and you try it, and it's just like I just yell at you.
Fishing though, like everything about it is very small. I mean, the small things that you do to up your chance of catching any fish is all you can do. I mean,
well, you ain't wrong, man.
I mean,
you're not wrong. That fire is perfect right now. It's just a little chilly. Are you really gonna sleep here tonight?
I'm gonna try in there. If not, then I'll end up out here.
What you could do is bring that chair in there. I'm just thinking that it is warmer in the tent than out here. There's no breeze.
I might do that. Yeah, I can't lay on this side. It's killer. It's actually, I was better sitting in the boat. Oh man, I was better sitting in the boat.
Than right here?
Yeah.
Wow.
Let's go back to the boat.
I could set the boat up. Yeah, keep me on camera, Luke. I want you to sleep well tonight. The good news is, you do know that this thing does have this back piece, and it lays fully back.
Yeah.
So you can actually lay this into a bed if you need to.
Yep.
We didn't. Wow, we messed up, bro. I thought I brought everything. We did not bring. I should have brought a heater. The heater would have been great because we'd have just been chilling, and we should have just well, it would have been nice if you had a sleeping bag. We should have just got the like a king size air mattress for that. Huge air. How comfortable would that be if there's a huge air mattress in there?
Depending if it's flat though.
What do you mean?
It has to be totally flat for air mattresses.
Firm.
Yeah.
You have to get the tall ones. Smoke in my face. That's gonna take a while to get to ash, actually. I thought adding more wood would.
Yeah, it's gonna be a while.
I should put the potatoes on now, though. Go slowly,
The potatoes.
Yep. I got corn too. I got corn, potato, and then and then we're gonna do the mushrooms, onions, and garlic too. Those will definitely cook right there like that. Nothing like cooking on an open flame though, it's different, right? But once enough of that turns to coal, I should be able to slide it over. Let me see. I wonder if we should night fish. I have a little teeny bit of that roe left. Oh, he was saying that those spinners were working too. The lures. I got a lot. So we need something. I need lures too. So I do need both rods tomorrow. I gotta go. Remember what I said? I don't think I need these.
Where would we fish for night fishing? Right over there?
We'd have to go down to the bank, yeah. And we have the lights, so it wouldn't be hard. But remember I said I don't need these?
Yeah.
Right here? He said he was using specifically one with the, it didn't have the feathers on it. And I think he had one that was black and red, or was it yellow and red? I can't really remember. But, oh my God, I'm such an idiot. These mimic roe right here. I'm gonna have to try this tomorrow. I got these other spoons too. Who knows? This spoon to me looks like it's supposed to be like a anchovy or something. This one right here, I'm not sure. Like a mackerel almost? Just kidding. Is it green? I can't tell. It is. It does have a green hue. These are old. Oof. We keep at this campsite getting the stank from the trailer right downwind. Oh shit. And I just stepped on my really, really nice fishing rod. Oh man. This has been rough, huh? been a rough trip. Learning experience, I'll tell you what. What do you think hurts worse, your pride or your hip? Your hip?
The hip.
You don't have no
The
pride.
hip, man.
You ain't got no pride. Yeah, I barely got a hip. It's almost all gone. Yo, he did hit hard though. Like so he was trying to carry the bow of the boat up. And as he was picking the bow of the boat up and trying to go up a hill, he just slipped backwards and literally slipped, and then full force gravity just hit his ass right, hip ass right on a horrible rock. You took it like a champ though. I'll give it to you. You didn't even really cry. You just sucked it up like that. Man. Yeah, word of the wise, do not fall if you don't have to. If you have to fall, fall. You don't have to fall, don't fall. I thought that was a motor inside the river. I was like, who's gonna gun a motor and then run into some rock? We have the freeways next to us. On the other side, there's a road. This is a nice area, though. I like it here. This is definitely a destination. It's the wilderness, right? Even the town feels like the wilderness. Have you seen how everybody looks? Everybody has a beard. They're all rough around the edges, right? But not in a bad way. Rough around the edges. Yeah.
Mountain people.
Yeah, literally mountain people. Yeah. Clothes are not stylish. Coming from San Diego, specifically the beach, where everybody's hoity-toity. It's just such a different vibe. Luke fits in really well. See, he looks like a mountain person. Oh shit, I look like a mountain person too right now with the way I got my hair. I've had a haircut in God knows how long, and I'm getting old. I'm 40. No. Yeah, look at them teeth. Yeah, I chipped my tooth right before I came on the inside. You can't see it, but it sucks. It sucks. I'm not a happy camper. I'm not a happy camper at all.
I bet this place gets fucking packed.
Yeah, I think so. This place is nice though. I do. Besides the smell of poop. It's hard to see because it's pitch black, but there's campsites all around us. There's the showers right there. I do like the showers are close. I thought I was doing a good job picking out this spot when I saw Google Earth. I was like, all right, cool. I picked a spot right by the river, and I was like, all right. Mainly the river. I didn't care about the.
Walk a long way to use that bathroom.
I didn't care about the bathroom though. I cared about the river being close because I wanted.
Slip fan right there.
Yeah, I was really hoping we'd find a spot where we could float all the way down river. Oh, so let me explain what we're doing too. What we're doing is we're right here down in the campsite, and about 7 miles down upstream, we are launching the boat. And the way we're doing it is let me flip the camera around so I'm talking to y'all. So the way we're doing it is we are basically in the morning taking the boat to the slip, and then we set the boat up, and I drive all the way back here to the campsite. And here at the campsite, there's a boat slip about a mile down the road. It's like a 3 mile long campsite. And so then once I've dropped off the boat, brought the car back here, I take a lift, which costs about $17 to go all the way back to the boat dock or the boat launch where the boat's at with Luke. And he's sitting there waiting with the boat. And so then I go back there, we hop in the boat, already all set up, tie up, and then we set sail, and we finish here back at the campsite where I've left my car at. And it worked out good today. Yesterday though, we overshot it by a mile. So not quite here at the campsite, because again, right adjacent to me is the river. This is a 3 mile long campsite, so we overshot the boat ramp by a mile, but we were in the middle of the campsite. So luckily I was able to we found a spot where we could beach the boat. It was kind of a steep angle, but nonetheless, it was still doable. And so I then had to and there's a dirt trail right there. So I had to take the dirt trail, walk out, I think it was pretty much a mile, and find my way out into the main trail of the campsite, and then go from there, and then find my car, and then drive it back, go down the dirt trail where the boat was at, and that's when we pulled it all out, and that's when he ate shit. And yeah, so today that didn't happen. Today we made sure that we went and checked out the boat ramp, made sure we saw land markings and saw exactly where it was, because we thought for sure day one that we would see the boat ramp, we would see it no problem, and that we'd be able to get to where we wanted to go. Sorry, I'm just tired thinking about like 20 different things right now. But anyways, we thought that we'd see the boat ramp. No problem. No, we passed it. We passed it clean. So there was a little bit of operator error too. I had the GPS set to the campsite, which put us like dead center of the campsite, and the boat launch is at the one far end, and our campsite is at the opposite far end. So that didn't help. Didn't really help at all. All right. But tomorrow is day 3. And the third time is a charm. Right?
Yep.
Or the third time.
I don't think you just made that up, really.
No. I don't think I just made that up either. Look at them taters cook.
Mm-hmm.
We're eating taters for dinner, Luke. You want some taters for dinner?
Potatoes?
Potatoes. What happens next time whenever we catch 20 salmon? It was funny too. Not funny, it sucks. The gentleman that kind of gave me a few tips, I told him that it had been like 15 years, 20 years since I had been here and done it with my grandpa. And he said, well, there was back then like 50,000 fish in the river. I don't know the numbers now, but I got the idea that it ain't the same. There ain't that many fish. He said that they caught one salmon. I asked him, I was like, how'd y'all do? He's like, we got one salmon right over by the hill, what is it, Gold Hill?
Yep.
Gold Hill? Sorry, it keeps slipping my mind. I'm tired. My brain is not working right. And that's right where we had almost got fish a few different times. So, but he didn't really explain like what salmon he got, and he wasn't really proud of it. I didn't ask to see it either or anything like that. I wasn't trying to be too pushy. They're really nice. I just, proper etiquette. You just don't want to like, can I see your fish? And I actually stepped up to his boat, and I was like, do you mind if I like look at your gear? Because I was clear to him, like, I'm very much a novice and I need some help. And they were cool, showed me their lures that they're using, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. So I got some good info for tomorrow, and each day we've learned a little bit, so that's kind of cool. I'm hopeful, man. If we take one fish home, just one, I'll be super stoked. And another thing is, we were thinking about, I know you can't see the raft right now, it's really dark, it's rolled up, it's just a 10-foot Avon dinghy, no different than what you see at like in a bay attached to like a sailboat that they use to get from shore to their boat. And the funny thing was, the guy that was at the boat launch when we were retrieving, he was talking to us about it. He was the only one that was familiar with that style boat, right, bro? He was talking about him and stuff. And he went over and looked at the HIN number, which a HIN is very similar to the VIN number. It's a whole identification number, very much so like a vehicle identification number. And the last 2 digits display the year, so it must have been 85. So the boat we're using is a 1985 inflatable dinghy. That's what we're in. I'll make sure I change the thumbnail to show the dinghy. Here, I'll real quick. I'll show y'all. This is what we're using. It's rolled up, but you'll still get an idea. Let me just fling this light around, turn it around real quick. It's covered up with moving blankets, but it's a very, very, very old dinghy. It doesn't look that bad right here, actually, but it's 40 years old. 38 years old. That's crazy, bro. We're using a boat older than me, but it's younger than him. That's crazy, bro. We're using a boat from that kind of makes me happy. That's old, dude. That's a trooper.
Yeah. Looks cool too.
It looked bad until I knew it was 40 years old. Now it looks good. It's like, you ever see somebody, you're like, God, that guy looks rough.
When did you think it was made?
I was thinking it was like a 2002
Okay.
because of the way it looked. But it does have the wood transom,
Oh.
not the fiberglass. So I'm dumb. I knew something was off with it, but wow, it holds air no problem. It only has, I had to put 3 patches in it. I had to put 3 patches in it. But it had 2 other patches. So 5 patches in 40 years, it's only gotten 5 holes. That's pretty amazing.
Wonder like where it's been, you know?
I know, man. That boat has, well, guess what? We fucking added to its story. That's crazy. We literally, imagine if you're like that. I just saw a video the other day of this like 93-year-old man, and he was a World War II vet. And some guys took him and out of a plane. He was very, very in shape for that age. And they tandem jumped. He was a paratrooper on the beaches of Normandy and all that stuff, like where he had like, or Omaha, or I forget exactly where it was, but it was somewhere where he served at, and he got to fucking land there again. They crashed pretty hard too. That old man got up. Like, are you okay? Are you okay? He's like, I'm fine. I'm fine. He popped up like he was fine. He wanted to make sure. That was badass, dude. I was just thinking like that gentleman just got like an experience of like, not a lifetime because he's already had that, but to get that again and to be able to do it and for his brothers too, like that was just really cool. The people that obviously didn't make it home, you know, he got to come back and visit it, do it again in a peaceful way. And I'm way off topic now. This is a crazy trip though, man. We're kind of crazy just hopping on a river like that too, now that I think about it. It didn't seem as crazy before we were doing it. The fact that we're going to do it for the 3rd day too. We almost called it quits a few times, like where it was just like, no, you know, tomorrow we're just going to hang out. I was like,
don't catch fish.
Hanging out, don't catch fish. You're dead right. No, we were even talking about going. I was like, we're going home. let's get back early. No, you don't do all this and go home early.
That idea of like going, you know, halfway home and hitting up a pier, that's not a terrible idea.
That was a cool idea. No, we were talking about possibly.
Home. You know what I mean?
But I have to be home. It's my 10-year anniversary on the 19th, and it is the 16th. Technically, not technically, it's so I need to get home. I can't be fishing on the 10-year anniversary, y'all.
There's a couple, I don't know, man. There's a couple leap years and technicalities aside.
This guy.
Really, Brigitte missed.
You know, Brigitte is a subscriber of the channel.
Today.
She could be watching.
Today. So she missed this today. Because 2 leap years have gone by.
Luke doesn't understand how leap years work.
Yeah, that's... So that... You guys haven't...
Leap years align the calendar. Right, they make the year whole.
No, not necessarily, but... All I'm saying is that 10 years is actually 9 years and 363 days.
No, a year is slightly less than 365 days. So every 4 years, they reduce a single day so that it aligns. What?
They add a day.
Or add a day, whatever. No, they take a day away.
No, it's February 21. Daniel's born on February 21.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm. Daniel's only...
That's what it is. You're right. They added a day.
Oh no, how old is Daniel? He's 10.
My dad's born on February 28th, and my one of my best friends, well, I wouldn't call him a best friend, but one of my army buddies, he was my sergeant. He was born on the same day as my dad. Not the same year, but... How are them taters cooking? Huh, Biscuit? You tell me. That's gonna be some good cold. I can already tell it's like clean. It doesn't stink. We were trying to cook some. We were going to cook some burgers on this the first night. Fuck no, bad idea.
You can cook steak right now.
I'm gonna make sure we have the full meal. Oh, and no, I can't. Luke wants to go to bed already. That's what it is. Just admit it.
No,
No, you want to go to bed. He doesn't want to stay up.
You play with fire?
Who doesn't like playing with fire?
I want bigger fire.
All right, guys. Well, no one's populating, so we're going to hop off for a bit. We'll be back on once we get some cold going. When I got them steaks on the grill, I'll pop the camera back on. Why not? Make it harder for me to cook. Till then, cheers.